Hello again, guys. I hope you're good. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the Tourist and Sociocultural Animation class. Remember, put your headphones or earphones on, and let's go. Well, guys, in the last class we talked about some basic concepts about the animation. We saw what animation is, leisure, recreation, and entertainment, and why the animation is important. And also, you understood what are all the activities that can be considered as an animation, right? And you made a homework about the history of the animation, and I think you understood that animation it is important for us, not just in the tourism context, but as social and human beings, right? Well, today we're going to talk about different topics. The first topic is the phases of the animation. Let's see the slides. Well, now that we saw the slides, we can see that there are three phases in the animation of the animation. The first one is the self-discovery. What is this? Okay. In a hotel, well, now we are in the tourist context, right? In a hotel or in a group of people, the animator or the entertainer, the person who is in charge of give entertainment or animation to the group, has to have this first phase of the self-discovering. What is this self-discovering? At the beginning, the animator or the entertainer doesn't know the group, doesn't know what kind of group it is, okay, and he needs to take in account the age, right, the likes or dislikes, right, and just by watching the group, he needs to have an idea about what are the kind of activities or what are the kind of behavior that this group can have, right? This is the part of the self-discovery. Is the part when the entertainer and the group, they know each other. It's like a recognition phase, right? Well, the phase number 2, which is creating a relationship with the group. This part is very important because, as for example in the classes, at the beginning when we don't know each other, we need to break the ice. What is breaking the ice, right? The ice breaking activities are those activities that are useful to eliminate every kind of barrier that can exist between the group and the entertainer, right? Creating a link, creating a relationship of confidence. Why is the confidence important? Because you, as part of the group, you need to trust in the person who is in charge of the group, in this case the entertainer or the animator. That's why this part is very important, because here we are creating a link, an emotional link with the group. And this is important because remember, these emotional links are what create the loyalty at the end and the good experience that are going to attract the people or to make the people to come back to the hotel, right? Now, the phase number 3, it is the creativity. Why the creativity is important? Because imagine that you visit all the hotels, and in all the hotels you can find the same activities all the time, right? The same activities with all the entertainers or the animators, no matter what kind of group is, no matter the age, no matter anything, right? So that's why it is important to be creative, right? To give more or better experiences to the clients, to the people, to give something new, to create new activities, okay? Or maybe you can take another activity, right? But you can give like different air to make this activity fresher, you know, okay, to give them something different. Remember that as a seminar product in the market, maybe there are the same products with different brands, but you have a brand that is your favorite. Why is that brand your favorite? Because that brand has something different. What is the difference? I don't know. Okay, it's up to you to realize what is the difference, and it's up to you as entertainment or animators to create that difference by being creative. So creativity is very important. Now let's go with the next topic. In this topic, we're going to talk about the kind of tourist animation. There are different kinds of tourist animation. Why? Because all the people are different, right? They have different likes and dislikes, and they have different preferences and different trends. Not just the people, but even the destination. If you go to a beach destination, okay, you are looking for some kind of activities, right? If you go to a city destination, you are looking for different kind of activities, right? If you go to a mountain hotel, maybe you are looking for different kind of activities, right? So it is different according to the people, it is different according to the destination, it is different according to, in general, the needs of the place, the needs of the people, and the needs of the moment, right? For example, we have different kind of activities according to the season of the year, okay, and different celebrations according to the season of the year, and also according to the target market. What is the target market? Is the kind of people that usually visit the different hotels, right? Well, we're going to talk, or we're going to start with the difference or the animation by segment. What is the segment? Remember, as in the market, we have segmentation. What is segmentation? Is to divide, right? In this kind, in this kind of animation, it is by segment. It could be for children, for teenagers, for adults, for their age, or for elderly people, or for special groups, right? They have different needs, and also for babies, right? Remember, in almost all the hotels, they have a kids club. In the kids club, there are people who are in charge of the babies, and people who are in charge of the kids, and those the activities that are for them are different, right? Because they have different skills, different abilities, and different preferences, right? Maybe an activity for a baby is can be something complicated. What they look for? They look for maybe play with something that is colorful, that is going to teach them something that is going to be useful because they are growing up, and well, that kind of things, and they also need special care, right? Well, and then for children, what the children look for? Usually the children look for maybe a cartoon character, or maybe a game, or something that, well, that you know that the children's like, right? And well, that's the animation for children, and they also need special care, and that care is different than the one that is given to the babies, right? Then the teenagers are one of the most difficult groups, or one of the most difficult age in the life of a person. Why? Because in that age, you think that anyone understands you, that you are a rebel, you don't want to participate, or you look for something very specific, or you have many existentialist problems, or something like that. Okay, it is very important to understand these people, right? Why? Because it is necessary to know what is the correct motivation that is going to make these guys or these people to participate in the activities that you are organizing as an animator, right? Then the adults usually look for other activities. And we can uh, divide this in young adults and old or just adults. Usually the young adults are people from 20 to 35 years old, and they look for different kind of activities, right? Some of them look for adventure, look for maybe to practice some adventure tourism or ecotourism, or to play or sports or something like that. And usually the older adults, they look for something calmer, right? Like maybe playing cards or playing bingo or playing golf or that kind of activities, right? And well, the more the elderly people, well, they look for other activities, maybe to play domino, to play, I don't know, something even calmer than the other adults, right? And well, they also have special attention, special care. Why? Because some of them, they need special care for their health, right? And you need to know as an animator if there is some restriction that maybe they have and they can't practice something, they can't do something, right? And also the special groups. What are the special groups? There are groups with specific needs, with specific necessities, right? Maybe handicapped people, right? Or maybe people who come here for a specific purpose. Maybe they are part of a convention and they are interested in comics or something like that. You need to create activities focused on that kind of people, right? And again, with the handicapped people, okay? Maybe people who can't see or who can't speak or who can't hear or something like that. It doesn't mean that because of that difference that they have, they can't participate in the activities. You need to create activities especially for them, right? Then the other kind of tourist animation is for geographical context. Why is that important to understand the geographical context? It could be rural, it could be in a town, in a beach, or in a mountain. Imagine that, for example, you are an animator in a mountain hotel. What people look for in a mountain hotel? They want to do activities like hiking, like zip line, like maybe horse riding, or maybe I don't know, trekking, something like that. And those are the activities that you need to organize for that kind of people. Or if you are in a mountain, but imagine, for example, in Aspen or in Canada or something like that. In these kind of hotels, you can organize activities like skiing, for example, or ice skating or something like that, because that are the activities that the people look for when they visit these places, right? If you are in a beach context, what are the activities that you're going to organize? Activities related with water in the sea or in a pool, right? Water activities and water sports, right? This is what the people look for when they visit these kind of destinations, right? In a rural context, remember that we have the rural tourism. What is the rural tourism? Is to be involved in the life of the people, in the activities, in the economical activities of the people, right? Maybe in the cultivate something, or to know how to elaborate something, or that kind of things, right? Or fishing, or activities related with the normal life of the people, right? And in the city, what are the activities that you can organize? Remember that it's not in a city, right? Usually the city hotels, they are not like big hotels, but it doesn't mean that it is impossible to have an animation team or animation squad in this kind of hotels or these kind of destinations, right? Why? Because usually in the cities, even if you don't have a big hotel with a with big areas, right? You have a lot of different attractions in the city, like monuments, like parks, like museums. So you can create activities, cultural activities, trying to teach the people, okay, about these places, right? Or to create a circuit about these or visiting these places, right? Imagine, for example, to give a tour to a different museums of the city, and not just to give them the explanation, but imagine that you are wearing a costume of maybe people from the 18th century, because that is a kind of museum that you are presenting, right? Or maybe you are dressed as Diego Rivera or something like that, and you are taking them to a museum dedicated to this painter, right? To this artist, right? So you can create different kind of activities, no matter the context, no matter the geographical context, right? Even if you are in a small hotel, you can create activities outside the hotel, right? Well, the next one is by physical space, indoor and outdoor. There are activities that can be done indoor, and activities that is necessary to do outdoor. I mean outside in an open air area. Okay, and the next one is by content. It could be recreational, okay, sportive, and cultural, right? So what is different with recreational? We can consider leisure activities, right? And activities for fun, right? And sports, no, even if the definition says that leisure and recreation, it is different, right? Here in this classification, recreational involves every kind of activity related with just having fun or spending time or having good time, right? And even if the definition says that recreation is only good for your body and your soul, this divides this with sportive activities, right? Right. So in recreational, we can consider also other activities that are not just for fun, like for example, making yoga or wellness activities, and sportive are something different, like just about sport activities. And cultural, well, it's related to the culture, right? Well, that's it about the kind of tourist animation. Remember, you have any question, any doubt, make a comment or ask in the WhatsApp group. Okay, let's go with the next topic. Now we're going to talk about some characteristics that an animator or an entertainer needs to have, right? Remember that we have different kind of animators or different kind of entertainers. Not all of them are the same. Well, before in the 90s or even at the beginning of the 2000s, right? The trend, the tendency of the animation was a little different, and an animator needed to know everything, right? And for example, an animator needed to know how to dance, how to swim, how to make to practice the sport, how to paint, and everything, right? Nowadays we have specialized animators. Okay, animators are specialized in different kind of activities. Why? Because now the people look for more complete experiences. For example, maybe an animator who used to teach how to paint before, maybe was a person with some basic painting skills. Now the people look for something more complete, so it is necessary to look for an animator which has a real artistic skill. And this is the same for sports, this is the same for wellness activities, this is the same for theater, this is the same for dancing activities, for singing activities, and for everything. Now it is important to have animators for specialized in the different kind of activities offered in the hotel, right? But well, in general, these are some of the skills or the characteristics that an animator needs to have. Let's see the slide. The first one of these is communication techniques and resources of expression. But what is the communication? The communication is the ability of giving and receiving messages. And remember, communication, it is very important. Communication, right, is not just to give a message, but how this message is given, right? Next one is expression, body, oral, dramatic, or musical or plastic. The expression is how we are going to give that message, right? And according to the intention is the kind of expression that we will have, right? We can use resources with our body, right? With maybe some movements, maybe with an eyesight, right? Or with different resources, right? So we communicate not just by oral, right? Not just by words, by sounds, but with the body, with music, right? Or with other resources. Then I'm going to upload a video that is going to help you to understand better this part. Next one is spontaneity. Why is spontaneity important? Because the animator needs to know how to act in different kind of situations or in unexpected situations. No matter what kind of unexpected situation it is, you as an animator, you need to be able of react, right? And to be creative, to look for a solution, right? And the last one is the motivation and groups animation. The motivation is very important, and to know different motivation techniques, right? Or to understand well the necessities or the needs of the people, and this way you are going to know how to motivate them. Well guys, this is going to be our class for today. If you have any question, remember to ask me, okay? Try to participate, okay, or to leave a comment that is going to take as a participation. And see you soon guys. I will be uploading more material and more resources for you in the classroom, so be aware of it. And also homework. So see you guys. Peace.